welcome to another edition of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm Jennifer Cohen, your host. Thank you so much for joining me. You know, our goal here at the Verde Valley Experience is to introduce you and tell you all the things you need to know about everyone that you need to know right now so that you can enjoy your life to the fullest here in the Verde Valley. This will be considered our fair episode. We have lots of fun fairs coming up in the Verde Valley in the next couple of weeks, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So my guests for today's show are Colleen Gilboy, and she's going to tell us everything you need to know and more about the Verde Valley Fair, which is coming up. Also, we'll have Catherine Moore and David Simmer, and they are going to talk about the Sedona Rotary Chili Cook-Off. The Great Chili Cook-Off is back here again. Karen Boehm from Desert Star will be here to give us lots of information on their wonderful annual event called the Mayfair. Dr. Dwayne Bauer and Paula Plapp will be here to discuss the Verde Valley Health Fair. So you can eat, you can get healthy, you can have a good time, listen to music. We'll have it all wrapped up into this show here today. And we'll go on location with Cindy Battisti, who is the Vice President and Event Coordinator for the Old Town Association of Cottonwood. And she's going to talk with me on the porch of the Glitter Institute on on Main Street in Old Town Cottonwood about the Run for the Roses Bootleggers Ball and Sawhorse Race, which is coming up in May. And then one of my favorites. My musical guest today is Christopher Robin. Now, we are so lucky to have him. He's been touring for 22 years and played with all kinds of rock greats such as Greg Allman, B.B. King, and he's here. We are so lucky to have him in the Verde Valley. So it's going to be a great show. So sit back, relax, and we'll go ahead and get started because we got a lot to do. So I'm here with Colleen Gilboy. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I appreciate the wonderful banner that you've brought along with you.
We like color at the fair.
That's wonderful. So you are the director of the Verde Valley Fair.
Correct. And I've been there, it'll be a year.
All right.
And, you know, we're open year round. There's lots of things happening year round, but our major thing is the fair.
That is true. And that is coming up April 30th through May 4th. If you haven't been to the fair, it's a delight for the senses. Whether it's the music in the air, the sights of all the beautiful children and the animals and all the things going on there, and also, of course, the food.
Food. Can't forget about the food.
Absolutely not. And it's a huge area. It's a 70-acre property about.
It is.
And the whole thing is covered. It's
covered with carnivals and animals and booths and food.
Yeah, gotta have food. Good carnival food. You can check it out at the verdevalleyfair.com. That's vvfair.com, and you can see all kinds of information, the list of everything that's going on. I like it. Pigtails and country trails.
That's our theme this year, and it's really fun. Just every year is a different theme.
Okay.
And so it's all about the kids, all about the livestock, selling their animals, raising animals year-round.
Yeah. So. It is. The Verde Valley Fair promotes youth development by providing an educational and entertaining annual event that allows the FFA and the 4-H and organized youth groups to showcase their products and skills to the general public since 1966.
Right. And that land was donated to the fairgrounds, and we've kept it, improved it, making additions every year.
Yeah.
And so it's really exciting. I mean, you got little kids that are 5 years old with little bunnies and chickens and then up to steers. And so if you want to purchase a steer and have great meat in your freezer all year, the fair is the place to be.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, you know, you talk about organic and home-fed and range-free. That's how the kids raise their money, is they raise the animals all year. And then on Saturday, May 3rd, they sell their animal at the auction.
Wow. Well, see, that's a part I didn't know about. Well, that's really, it's like a farmer's market at that point.
It really is.
Wow. That's fascinating. And I love all the categories for entries for all these different youths. They include arts and crafts, photography, hobbies, ceramics, clothing, collectibles. And then you get into the rabbits and the poultry and the sheep and the swine and the canine and the equine and the bovine, both dairy and beef. And then you've got horticulture, agriculture, and floriculture. So there is definitely something for everybody at the Verde Valley Fair. And of course, my daughter's favorite, there's rides.
Right. And all those entries are not just for children, they're for adults as well. So a lot of our quilters and our knitters, our weavers and spinners, and we have a professional art building as well.
Wow.
So they have your professional art, and those all have entry fees, but they also win ribbons and prizes and premium money. So it's pretty exciting.
So it's great all around for the folks attending and for the presenters as well.
Correct.
Lots of opportunities and great learning experience for the kids especially.
Right.
That's fabulous. And so it's going to be April 30th through May 4th. Now the gates open when?
Wednesday, April 30th at 4 p.m.
4, okay.
And then each day is a little bit different. You can find that on our website.
Okay.
But pretty much 10 to 5 or 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good
all
late night.
day. Yeah.
And keep those poor sheep up.
Right. And then we do close like at 11:30 on Friday and Saturday night. But,
oh, even later.
oh, yeah.
All right. And you guys have entertainment as well.
Right. This year we've got the Doo-Wah Brothers coming back.
Wow.
We've got Aces and Eights performing. We have a rodeo Friday and Saturday. We have racing dogs. We have a petting zoo, and you know, just jugglers. We've got a yo-yo company that's been traveling worldwide are going to be here on Friday and Saturday this year.
A performing yo-yo artist.
You know, you never know what you're going to see at the fair.
Wow, I wonder what he calls himself. What do you call a performing yo-yo artist?
Yo-yo?
The yo-yo guy. Well, the yo-yo guys are going to be there.
The yo-yo guys are going to be there.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting. They contacted us, and they're going to be coming through town, and so, you know, what an opportunity for the fair.
Wow. Yeah, that is really amazing. And for a lot of the kids, it's the culmination of their year-long projects for the 4-H, the organized youth, and the FFA. Now, who is the FFA?
FFA is your Camp Verde High School and your Mingus High School Future Farmers of America programs, and they do anything from public speaking, all different realms in their thing. But basically what they're doing is they're raising these animals, income, expenses, and training, and then showmanship. They have to show these animals, and they're graded on how the animal looks, how they show the animal, the health of the animal. And so steers are over a year-long project.
Wow.
And so then they get to come to the fair and sell that animal, go through showman, win buckles and trophies and banners that the community sponsors, and walk away with pretty exciting stuff.
Wow, it's a really big deal.
It's a very big deal.
That's great. I've been several years in a row since we moved to the Verde Valley, and we always enjoy it very much. My daughter especially enjoys it. And I really love seeing the small children showing their animals, the pride and how they get dressed up, and the little people with their animals who weigh twice as much as they do out and around. And for me, I love seeing that part, and I love the food.
And winning the ribbons. I mean, to see these kids with their rabbit and this ribbon that they won, it's just so exciting.
And their glowing faces. It's a wonderful life experience.
It is.
For the children.
And then there's the hard one when they sell that animal.
Right.
That goes to another home.
Sure. Sure, that's part of being a farmer. You have to know that. And we do truly need farmers in this area, so it's wonderful that the fair is able to nurture that, and so we can produce more quality farmers in the Verde Valley.
Yeah, it's an exciting program.
It is, and it's all wrapped up into one great, entertaining several days.
Yeah, it's Wednesday through Sunday, and there's all different kind of things, like I was saying with the entertainment. The horse, there's a horse show on Wednesday night. The kids are barrel racing and pole racing and steer wrestling, and so it's basically like a mini rodeo. And then Friday and Saturday is the big rodeo, but then the kids are showing all their animals, public speaking, and that's
which is hard for a lot of people.
It's hard for adults. Yeah, but it's great. Children get up there and they have their speech and they tell us how it is.
Oh, right on.
So that's open to everybody.
That's great. Very cool. Colleen, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you coming in and talking about the fair with us. So make sure you go to vvfair.com, and that's where you're going to check out the schedule and see all the different events that are going to be happening. You can give them a call if you want. 928-634-3290. That's the Verde Valley Fair. It's April 30th through May 4th at the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, which is 800 Cherry Street in Cottonwood. So I'll see you there, and we'll be right back.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Can you feel the sun?
Arizona Off-Road Tours wants you to experience the Prescott National Forest in a whole new way. Navigate your way through the majestic beauty of Ash Creek, Copper Canyon, Cherry Creek, Squaw Peak, or Mingus Mountain while navigating your own ATV. Whether you're visiting or want to rediscover the beauty in your own backyard, Arizona Off-Road Tours offers an unforgettable adventure.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm now here with Catherine Moore, who is the Assistant District Governor for 3 different Rotary Clubs, and also the Chili Czar for the Sedona Rotary Great Chili Cook-Off, and also David Simmer, who is the President-elect of the Sedona Rotary. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate that you've dressed the part with your wonderful chili jewelry.
Yeah, this is a nice present for doing this before.
Oh,
So
I
I guess
forgot
that's
my
what you
chili
get.
earrings.
you know. Oh,
Yeah, you did.
well, you bought props, so you're okay.
There you go.
He brought props, right.
Now, the 4th annual Great Chili Cook-Off is coming up May 3rd at the Tlaquepaque Arts and Crafts Village on Route 179 in Sedona, and it'll be from 11 to 4. So if you're a fan of chili, you need to get on down there. The Sedona Rotary, let's talk for just a moment about that. Service above self is what you guys are putting out there.
Motto, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We do
So
a
tell
lot
me a
of
little
service projects, community and international and local and community-based. And one of the biggest ones that we're raising money for with this event is the Imagination Library, which David is in charge of. So he can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of what we do. It's kind of our signature program, but it's a program for preschool children. We send a new age-appropriate book every month to every child who registers for the program in Sedona and the village of Oak Creek. And it's just been so well received by educators and the parents and the children. It's really a spectacular program. And now we're trying to get to the point where we can actually expand that beyond Sedona into the greater Verde Valley. So this is the Chili Cook-Off is going to be an important part of that, raising funds for the Imagination Library.
Right, because that is the purpose of the Chili Cook-Off, is to raise funds.
That's correct.
And this year the funds are going to the Imagination Library program, which we'll talk a little bit more about, and also the End Polio Now campaign.
That's right.
Which sounds really fascinating and much, much needed. Well, tell me a little bit about the Chili Cook-Off. You've got 13 different restaurants who will be cooking chili.
13 restaurants that will be competing for 3 prizes. There's a Judge's Choice, a People's Choice, and then there's also a prize for the best decorated booth. So, you know, people can get kind of wild with their booths, and it's a fundraising and fundraising event. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a really fun event, and we have a beer garden, and from Oak Creek Brewery is donating some beer for our beer garden, and this year we're going to have Esteban playing. He's donating his services, so that'll be there at the beer garden. Besides all the chilies, some of the names of the chilies are kind of fun. We have we have the Boss Chili, the Buffalo Short Rib Chili, Hacienda's Secret Chili, Smokin' Pork Party, Rick's Best, Sedona's Rest, and I'm looking forward to Chipotle and Chocolate Chili.
Anything with chocolate.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go,
right.
man after my own heart.
Enchanting Chili from Enchantment, TLC's Chili, and Mesa Chili. So it should be a lot of fun.
Chili-rific.
Chili-icious, I think is what we say.
I think we had 750 people come last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's a big event.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it is big. And one of the big issues with that is parking. And so there's going to be a free shuttle. If you're coming from 179, you can park. You'll see event signs before you get to Tlaquepaque, and as you're sitting in traffic, you can't miss them, so you can park and take a free shuttle. Pink Jeep is donating their services for that. They have a van that they're going to take people from 179, and then you can also take it from the municipal parking lot, and the Sedona Trolley will take people.
Which is great, because you've got the beer garden. So there you go.
That's
right. When you need to quench the fire from the chili with the beer,
that's
you don't
exactly
have to drive.
right.
It's okay.
It's the perfect partnership.
And Tlaquepaque is a wonderful venue.
It is.
It's large, it's outside, and it's gorgeous.
And it's also part of their Cinco de Mayo fiestas going on that day too. So there's flamenco dancers and ballet folklorico and mariachis and all kinds of things.
You can spend the whole day there.
You could definitely spend the day there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely spend the day there.
That's awesome. And so again, we were talking about the Imagination Library. This is the second annual, which you guys are supporting, but it's been around since 1996. And we were talking earlier and said that 10 million books have been given away, which is amazing because reading is such an important part of a young person's life. It really gets them on a good start. And this program, as you say, it's one free book every month for every child who is registered in the program. So we'll give you some information about that from birth to age 5. And that's just an amazing program that was started by Dolly Parton, of all people.
Yeah. She actually started sending books to all the children in her county. She remembered that when she was a child, she used to sit on her mother's lap, and her father didn't even read, but sat on her mother's lap, and her mother used to read her the Bible. And she loved that so much, she decided that she would send books out to everybody in the county. And then when she was doing that, the kids right across the county line and their parents said, gosh, could you just extend it a little bit further? And she just kept expanding it, until she finally said, listen, if you can find a local champion and pay for the program locally, then I'll handle all the national responsibilities, selection of books, running the website, and so on. So it's really a partnership then between the Dollywood Foundation and then the local affiliates, including the Rotary Club of Sedona.
Wow, that is an amazing program. I have a young child, and I know that reading has been a big part of her life, and especially now that she's school age and been in school, and she loves to read. And I have to give myself credit for that because we've been reading to her since she was born.
And a lot of kids, there aren't books in the home.
Right.
And so the kids get real excited, and they actually ask to be read to.
Yeah.
So not only are they learning how to read, but they're developing a better bond with their parents. So it works on lots of different levels.
Very true.
So,
if you want some more information about this project or anything in general about the Sedona Rotary, you can look them up online at sedonarotary.org. You can also give them a call at 928-284-2704. Lots of helpful people there give you lots of information. You brought some books with you. I'd love to see what kinds of books that are part of the program.
They're still wrapped up, but this is how they arrive, as you can see from just
truck stop.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite. Llama, red pajama.
say that 10
that
times
one's
fast.
great.
I can't. I can barely
Red
say it
pajama.
once.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. These are beautiful books. We're not talking little cheapy books. We're talking these books would be very expensive if you bought them in a bookstore.
Yeah, they're between $7 to $9 per book in the bookstore.
Wow. That is such an amazing program. Thank you guys so much for all the work that you do to raise money to put into this program. So you folks out there can be part of this. You've got to get yourself to the 4th Annual Great Chili Cook-Off. It's at Tlaquepaque, and it's May 3rd from 11 to 4. Now the admission is $15 for adults, but kids 10 and under are free. So that's nice. You can bring the kids along, and they can enjoy the sights and the sounds of Tlaquepaque, and of course with the Cinco de Mayo going on. But again, if you need any more information about the Sedona Rotary, go to sedonarotary.org or give them a call at 928-284-2704. Catherine, thank you so much for being here. Our chili czar. I love that. The chili czar. And David Simmer, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys coming on the show, and really appreciate what you do.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back with more Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Arizona Off-Road Tours wants you to experience the Prescott National Forest in a whole new way. Navigate your way through the majestic beauty of Ash Creek, Copper Canyon, Cherry Creek, Squaw Peak, or Mingus Mountain while navigating your own ATV. Whether you're visiting or want to rediscover the beauty in your own backyard, Arizona Off-Road Tours offers an unforgettable adventure.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
Here in northern Arizona and throughout Yavapai County, people count on Orkin Pest Control. With over 100 years of combined experience, nobody knows how to protect your home or your business from harmful or annoying pests like the Orkin Man. To start service, contact your Northern Arizona Orkin Pest Control. In the Verde Valley, call 567-5100 or Orkin Pest Control in the Prescott area at 775-8772.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm sitting here now with Karen Boehm, and she is the handwork, form art, and drawing teacher at Desert Star Community School, which is in Cornville. Thank you for joining me today, Karen.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
Now, Desert Star is a wonderful school, but it's a relatively young school. How long has it been around now?
8 years. Well, we were private, and then I've been with them for 8 years since they got their charter. So we've been a charter school for 8 years.
That's great. And it's a beautiful campus. It's located at 1240 South Recycler Road, which is right off of Cornville Road. And this beautiful area with earth ships and an expansive view, one of the best views I've seen from the school. And it has gardens. It's very well taken care of. And the kids are very much into the earth, and they're into nature at that school, which I really, really like. The Desert Star works off of the Waldorf education philosophy.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, the philosophies of Rudolf Steiner, and it's really honors the child, and it's a beautiful philosophy of teaching.
Yeah, it integrates art, music, and movement into classic academic education. Provides active and creative learning while reinforcing a child's connection with nature, which is so very important. So many of us are getting so disconnected with our Game Boys and Leapsters and iPods and all that stuff.
Yeah, lots of hands-on activities. I teach handwork, so we teach the children to knit and crochet and sew, and sew by hand, sew on the machine, and
you've brought a lot of wonderful examples of the many things that the kids put together. I mean, I can't make that. And look at this little guy. Oh,
you could. I could teach you.
Oh, he's so cute. And you've got a basket with pigs and puppies and yarns and
we use
flute
natural
cases.
fibers, only natural fibers, and we also have woodworking. We have a wonderful woodworking teacher, and they make all sorts of things in that class as well.
That's great. Really honoring the creativity in the child, which is so very important, the creative sides of their brains, you know, to be in touch with that and to nurture that. I really appreciate what you guys do at that school there. It's a really, truly wonderful school. And their big annual event is coming up on Saturday, May 10th. It's called the Mayfair, and it really is a splendid day in the park. If you haven't been, you've got to check it out. It will be from 1 to 5 at Windmill Park, which is on Cornville Road in Cornville. It's a beautiful park with a pond and trees and shade, and there will be tons of activities at the Mayfair. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. It'll be from 11 till 5, and we have our little skit with Lady Spring and King Winter and Mother Earth, and then we have the maypole dances where all the grades do their dance around the maypole. We'll have some students playing music. We're going to have lots of bands. We have garland making, face painting, crafts, a cakewalk, pizza sale. We're actually lucky enough this year. There's a group called the Society for Creative Anachronism, and they're a medieval reenactment group. And they will be putting on they will reenact a medieval fight scene for us and actually show us some of their arts and crafts. And so that's very exciting for this year.
Definitely. And speaking of arts and crafts, if the kids go to the Mayfair, they'll be part of that.
And pony rides.
Of course, there's got to be the pony rides and the face painting and the food and all kinds of stuff. And the kids can make swords, and they can make flower garlands. So beautiful to see the children running around in garlands. Costumes are appreciated and welcome.
Absolutely.
To have fairies and knights and princesses running around out in the park, and it's always a beautiful day.
And we have a really we do our raffle there. We're gathering things for the raffle a while before, but we're actually going to have the raffle event there as well.
Sure.
And we'll have a water slide.
Yes.
Real fun for the children.
Yep.
So much fun for the children.
So, yeah, now a petting zoo. You guys have a petting zoo?
We're having a petting zoo. That's also new this year. It's so exciting.
That
we
is
have
exciting.
a wonderful some wonderful, wonderful parent volunteers who are really helping to work with the faculty and make this a spectacular event this year.
Yes, you're very involved with the Mayfair Committee, I know, with Desert Star, and you know how it is. The parents really make the school, all the extra effort that the parents put into, and this is the big event for the parents at the school for Desert Star. The Mayfair is the really big thing, and it's great for children of all ages too.
It is.
There's, you know,
absolutely
activities for anyone from the little tiny ones to the bigger ones, and of course for us adults. The music lineup this year is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's solid music.
Yes.
It's 8 hours worth of wonderful music, and we're talking, you're going to have P.K. Gregory and Stolen Boulevard, you're going to have Christopher Robbins, you're going to have the Invincible Grins, and various other folks everywhere filling in just solid music and merriment all day long.
Yes.
It's really a wonderful, wonderful event if you haven't been. The Desert Star Community Schools annual event. It's called the Mayfair, which is Saturday, May 10th. Now, the early activities such as the maypole dance and the spring ceremonies and all that, they start at 11 and they go on. And then at about 1 o'clock, the real activities start. The pony rides will start. The water slide will open. The fun is really going to start happening. And of course, there's food and drinks available there as well with all sorts of healthy choices, as well as, of course, pizza. You got to cover all the angles. So it's a wonderful all-day event. You don't have to leave. You can come on in and stay the whole day and enjoy it with your family.
And we'll have vendors as well. And then we'll have some students who will have a wonderful bake sale. The students raise money there, and pizza sale, and vendors can come and sell their wares. So,
that is true, and you're still accepting vendors. If they want to get a hold of you, they can check you out at desertstarschool.org, or you can give them a call at 928-282-0171, 282-0171 if you want to get involved, be a vendor. Are you still accepting sponsors? If anyone wants to get involved in that, I know that sponsorship is a very big part of putting on any event. So if you want to get involved in Desert Star School, or check out the school, their website is gorgeous, desertstar.school.org. They're going to give you all the information that you need for that. It's a K-8 charter school. So you guys keep expanding every year, more grades, more kids.
We were able to add an 8th grade this year, so we were very excited to be able to do that.
That is.
We have a kindergarten as well, but it's off campus, and it's a wonderful kindergarten.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, very seasoned teacher. And
you have wonderful teachers there at Desert Star.
Yes, we're very lucky.
Everyone is so loving, you know, with the nature connection and the connection to the emotional side of the child versus just the academic side. It's such a fully enriching experience for the child, and it's so nice to see that happening here in the Verde Valley. So that's Desert Star School. It's located on Recycler Road in Cornville. Don't forget, go to their Mayfair, May 10th. Check them out at desertstarschool.org, and I'll see you at the park, Karen. I know I will.
I will. Yes.
I'll be on the pony.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Karen Boehm, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here, and we'll be right back.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
Here in northern Arizona and throughout Yavapai County, people count on Orkin Pest Control. With over 100 years of combined experience, nobody knows how to protect your home or your business from harmful or annoying pests like the Orkin Man. To start service, contact your Northern Arizona Orkin Pest Control. In the Verde Valley, call 567-5100 or Orkin Pest Control in the Prescott area at 775-8772.
And welcome back. Now, my next guests are Dr. Dwayne Bauer, who is the fair organizer and promoter for the Verde Valley Health Fair. And joining us also is Paula Platt from Mount Hope Foods. She is the customer relations expert. Very important job. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. And we're here to talk about the Verde Valley Health Fair, which is coming up on April 27th from 10 until 2 on the corner of Mingus and Willard at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Wow, that's a tough one.
Yes.
That's going to be a great event. And how many have you done now?
This will be our third or our fourth one. It's always getting bigger and better. This year we're very excited to have Verde Valley Hospital on board.
Nice.
So they're one of our major sponsors this year. So every year it just continues to grow. We love doing it. It is a church-sponsored event, but not a spiritual event. So it is. It's open to one and to all. It's a wonderful time for everybody. Paula will say that also as being one of the sponsors representing Mount Hope Foods.
Sure.
That it's fun. It's a good time. It's a fun time to have. It's fun for the people that are coming for the event, being checked out from their nose to their toes.
Right.
It's all free. There's lots of parking. There's going to be vegan food.
All right.
So always a good time.
That's great. And free. Lots of different screenings from professionals from almost every field. You're going to have a dentist, podiatrist, physical therapist, dietitian. Folks will be there to check your blood pressure, your body mass index, and all kinds of other important good stuff. And it's free. I mean, did we say that? It's free.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
It is absolutely amazing, and again, the sponsors that are all there, they're all professionals in the valley, and they're all here as our way of giving back. And as I'm sure that Paula can attest to, it's for them. It's reaching out, showing people that they're here, they're a part of the valley, they're a part of the community, and they enjoy doing this.
Right.
You know?
And it's a pretty big thing to put this on.
Yeah,
you know,
it really
with all
is.
these people coming in and to do it for free, it's amazing that you would do that.
Yeah, well, and Dwayne does a great job. I have to say, every year it's just gotten better and better, and we've been there all along. It's also a great opportunity for places like Mount Hope to expose more people to what kind of products we have, and I will be there, so they're welcome to ask me any questions that they might have, burning questions, and I'll answer to the best that I can.
Sure.
And it's just a really great time. It's like a party, but we learn a lot at the same time.
Sure. There'll be a lot of good information there about how to improve your health, ways to keep your health, alternate eating suggestions perhaps. I know a lot of us need that these days, and just a lot of good information available out there for everyone who comes. And it's from 10 to 2, again in Cottonwood at the corner of Mingus and Willard at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. That's still having trouble saying that one. Some shows it's like that here. It is.
It's a little long.
I know with me, blood pressure is a problem in the family. We got strong bodies, but weak hearts, high blood pressure. It's so important to watch that. And you can ignore so many different health symptoms that just don't do that. So you want to get yourself over to the Verde Valley Health Fair. Take care of a few things. And there's no excuse and why it's too expensive, because it's free, because it's been sponsored by the Seventh-day Adventist Church and the Verde Valley Medical Center with the help of Mount Hope Foods.
And other places. We'll also have massage therapists. I know there'll be a massage therapist there with me.
Right.
There may be others, I'm not sure. And Mount Hope will be offering coupons and samples, and everyone along the way will. But what I wanted to say too is, let's say we live in Arizona, and you've been thinking maybe you need to see a dermatologist.
Yes,
and get
I
checked out.
have.
But maybe you don't know anyone.
Right.
Then you will be able to make a connection there at the fair, at the health fair.
Wow.
And be able to ask questions, and then you don't feel so intimidated by making that phone call.
Right, yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be there?
You know, one of the things that Paula brought up too, it's very, very nice, is that it's really hard to shop for a professional for your health care through the telephone book.
Yes.
The thing is that coming to the fair, you do get that introduction. You get to be with somebody face to face. And so when it does come time, if you are going to make that appointment, it's easier to cross that threshold when there is a face that you recognize, someone that you know. And it's easier to make that transition into the office to get it taken care of. And the dermatologist, we had a dermatologist there 2 years ago found 3 stage 3 cancers.
Oh, goodness.
And was able to treat them and take care of that.
Wow.
Those are just wonderful, wonderful stories that we get from people that have gotten the information here and now and had it taken care of.
Yeah, you got to get it taken care of. Your health is something that without, where are you going to be? It's not a good place. So,
Amen.
Wow, thank you guys so much for putting this on. And it's just an amazing gift to the community, the gift of health.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's fun. We have a good
It's
time.
fun.
Yeah.
We enjoy it. It's once a year, but we have a wonderful time doing it. We're also going to be at the Verde Valley Fair.
All right.
And we're going to have a booth there as we did last year. We'll be doing blood sugar, blood pressure, and BMI. And so, and giving out information, you know, always information to help take those steps, sometimes minor, sometimes major, but take those steps to gain your health.
Yeah, absolutely. And I come from a family of doctors. My dad's a dentist. My sister is a podiatrist. We've got basically everybody covered. And it's
Head to toe.
they're really interesting people. And to get them on a much more casual area such as a health fair, everyone does feel more comfortable. You may feel more comfortable asking, like you said, what's this, what's that, and this hurts, and blah, blah. Is that supposed to be like that? So it provides the people with a more natural environment where they don't feel the white coat syndrome. I know my blood pressure goes right at that white coat. Yeah, that's me. So it's really great that anyone can go. There's no pressure, but you can get lots of good information about your health, get things checked out, know if you need to move on to something else, find somebody to be referred to, learn all kinds of stuff, eat some good healthy food.
It's fun for the kids, it's fun for the elders, just everybody has a really good time.
That's wonderful.
So,
and thank you guys so much for your support of this event and your support of the people in the Verde Valley.
well, thank you, it helps get the
definitely
word
means
out.
a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're there. I mean, we want to be on that corner. We want to be a resource. And that's what my aim is that we want to be a resource to the community. There also later on there's going to be cooking classes. They do vegan and vegetarian cooking. They go through and they tell you places like Mount Hope where you can get all your ingredients, and they'll show you the cooking classes, and again show you all the ways to good health.
That's awesome.
Sometimes they'll actually bring classes into Mount Hope.
Oh, nice.
And
well, that's fun.
show them around. And
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Paula. So if you want some more information, you can give the church a call. And like Doctor said, it is held at the church, but it's not a spiritual event, so anyone can go regardless of that. But give them a call at 928-634-2821. 634-2821. You can get all the information you need about the Verde Valley Health Fair that's coming up on April 27th from 10 till 2. Paula, Dr. Duane, thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you feel the sun?
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Arizona Off-Road Tours wants you to experience the Prescott National Forest in a whole new way. Navigate your way through the majestic beauty of Ash Creek, Copper Canyon, Cherry Creek, Squaw Peak, or Mingus Mountain while navigating your own ATV. Whether you're visiting or want to rediscover the beauty in your own backyard, Arizona Off-Road Tours offers an unforgettable adventure.
And we're back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm here with Cindy Battisti, who is the Vice President and Event Coordinator for the Old Town Association in Cottonwood, Arizona, which is where we are sitting today. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
If you haven't been to Old Town Cottonwood recently, it's absolutely a must. As far as Lonely Planet is concerned, it's number 9 on the top U.S. destinations, something you absolutely must see. And there's 4 tasting rooms, 3 hotels, 14 cafes and restaurants, 5 galleries, 8 antique stores, plus so much more, and even nature trails at the end of the street. So there's something for everybody. It's definitely Arizona's newest day trip. You've got to come here and spend the whole day. Now, there's a lot going on down here in Old Town Cottonwood, but we are going to stick with one thing today. It's called the Run for the Roses, which is coming out May 2nd and 3rd, and it's going to be so much fun, and that's why we're here to talk about it. And the OTA, which is the Old Town Association, that's tell us a little bit about the Old Town Association.
The Old Town Association was designed for all the merchants and restaurants here that we do a lot of advertising for them, we do special events for them, and it is basically to support the merchants here.
Yes, that is true. You guys are supporting the merchants in a way that increases tourism, which obviously works to help everybody in the long term.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You guys have a lot of members, actually, don't you?
We have 49 members right now.
Which is amazing.
It is. It's wonderful. Everybody's gotten on board with it.
That's great. And it's not just the business members here on the street, but it's also community members as well.
Yes, it is. We opened it up to Friends of the OTA, which is the hospital is part of the members, some of the hotels that outline Cottonwood, they're members. So yeah, we're definitely growing.
That's great. And the OTA is a nonprofit 501c3 merchant association. And their mission is to improve the commercial district on behalf of the businesses in Old Town by creating community events, as we said, encouraging the growth of tourism for economic development, and the return to Main Street USA. You know, the good old days when you could stroll the street and everything was wonderful and decorated beautifully and everybody's friendly. Well, if you're looking for that, you need to come to Old Town Cottonwood. Now, the Run for the Roses, which is also the Run for the Roses Bootleg Derby, May 2nd and 3rd, kicks off May 2nd with I'm going to be there, the Bootleggers Ball, featuring the Sammy Davis Band, which is going to be right over here at the Civic Center.
Right over at the Civic Center, yes. We're really excited about it. Sammy, if you've never seen him, he is amazing. He really gets you involved, and so yeah, that's our kickoff ball. So we're excited.
How are you going to be dressed?
Well, you can be dressed all different ways. You can be dressed Kentucky Derby. That's why I'm wearing the silly hat today. So I'm Kentucky Derby style. You can dress in the Great Gatsby because it is bootlegger and it's all that Great Gatsby Prohibition time. So you could dress like that or Western. So
wow. 3 options for something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
And that starts at 7, right over here at the Civic Center, the beautiful stone building at the top of Main Street here. And on May 3rd, there is a fine art fair, there is a vintage fair, and then there is the Sawhorse Race. Tell us a little bit about the Sawhorse Race.
The Sawhorse Race is going to be crazy. Different merchants have sponsored a sawhorse, and we give them a raw sawhorse, just like what you see there, and everyone decorates their own, names the sawhorse, and we race them. So we'll have 7 heats all together.
Wow.
With the 7th heat being the grand finale of the winners from the 6 races previous to it.
Wow.
And we have prizes, and we also have a horseshoe tournament going on too.
That's true. And that's hosted by the Cornville Cartel?
Yes.
Who is that?
It's a great group of guys, or basically a group of guys from Cornville. They're old timers, and they formed a little group called Cornbill Cartel, and they were recently on Arizona highways last summer, which was really neat to have that. And so now they're kind of getting out there a little bit, so they're hosting the horseshoe tournament this time for us.
That's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
And there's going to be raffles and prizes.
A lot of raffles.
Silent auction.
A great silent auction at the Bootlegger Ball. And then during the day, we're giving away prizes all throughout the day.
That's great. And what's the deadline if you want to enter, say you want to go ahead and sponsor as a business a sawhorse and run in the race?
I would say we have about, oh boy, I would say no later than the 25th of April, because we want to make sure you get in the program.
Okay, that's true. And there's still sponsorship possibilities for you if you want to come in, and you can be, let's see, what do you have? You have the Triple Crown sponsor, the Gold Cup sponsor. You can program ad space. There's also participation fees. It's $40 if you want to do the sawhorse race and be one of the businesses, and $10 for the horseshoe tournament, which is going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
The whole event sounds like so much fun. I'll be running in the race. And I'll be at the ball. So I can't guarantee what I'm going to be dressed like, but
it'll be great, whatever it is.
It'll be way too much fun. There's so many possibilities of what you can do with the sawhorse to turn it into.
The only rules are it can't be ridden, it has to be human pushed or pulled, and it can't be motorized. Other than that, anything goes. So you can decorate it, bigger wheels, little wheels, it doesn't matter.
Oh, ooh, that's so exciting.
It's going to be crazy.
We've started ours, I have to say. We're part of it too. We'll be racing. It'll be Larry and I from Larry's Antiques running.
And we need the name of your horse right away,
too. That's up for debate.
Okay.
My daughter wants to help with that one. She's had a lot of influence in this. So May 2nd and May 3rd, which is the Run for the Roses Bootleggers Derby. You've got to be here. Let's see, what time does the Derby start on the 3rd?
The event starts at 10 o'clock. The actual sawhorse race is at 2.
Okay. That's great. And the Bootleggers Ball is May 2nd, starting at 7 at the Civic Center. Cindy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Jen, for really having me.
Oh, it's so great to see you.
Appreciate it.
Cindy Battisti from the Old Town Association. And we'll be right back.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Schiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change the future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Here in northern Arizona and throughout Yavapai County, people count on Orkin Pest Control. With over 100 years of combined experience, nobody knows how to protect your home or your business from harmful or annoying pests like the Orkin Man. To start service, contact your Northern Arizona Orkin Pest Control. In the Verde Valley, call 567-5100 or Orkin Pest Control in the Prescott area at 775-8772.
Just living so uncertain, the only truth in the name of this game. Still I keep searching for the feeling of peace or a piece of fame. Desires for an answer or a reason for why things turned out this way. When I feel great sorrow, I hope love will follow with peace or a piece of fame. Come tomorrow, the sun will rise again. Oh, and who knows Mama said, be your own hero, confident that you'll know life's truth for good living. Well, I keep sailing for the feeling of peace or a piece of fame. Where moments need breathing, moments need singing to ease a little bit of the pain. Well, but still I keep searching for the feeling of peace or a piece of fame. And come tomorrow, the sun will rise again. Oh, and who knows what the winds are gonna blow on in. And come tomorrow, the sun will rise again. Oh, and who knows what the winds are gonna blow on in. I'm calling on all my angels to keep giving me the signs, 'cause when all the light is faded, it's what keeps me walking the line. And I'm calling on all my angels, please don't let this search take my mind. I'm not afraid of hopes and dreams, but you never know what you'll find. Here's a piece or a piece of fame. So give me peace or a piece of fame. So give me peace or a piece of fame. Come tomorrow, the sun will rise again. Oh, and who knows what the winds are gonna blow on in. And come tomorrow, the sun will rise again. Oh, and who knows what the winds are gonna blow on in. Here's a piece or a piece of fame. Give me peace or a piece of fame. Give me peace or a piece of fame. Well, it's all in the living, but no one is giving me peace or a piece of fame. Well, it's all in the living, but no one is giving me peace or a piece of fame. So give me peace. Oh, give me peace. Oh, no, no, give me peace. Oh, give me peace or a piece of fame.
Wow. That was awesome.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
That was great. Gosh, welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm sitting here with Christopher Robin from the Christopher Robin Band. That was absolutely impressive, and that was a song that you wrote?
Yeah, it's on my my latest album called Truth.
Very nice.
Which I recorded in Manhattan before I moved to Arizona.
All right. And you've been playing for 22 years.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new.
Yeah, it's always new and exciting.
Yes, you started when you were 2.5.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, and just turned the big 4-0, so it's big.
I know. That's a big step.
It is.
But you know what they say now, 40 is the new 20.
Right, I'm down with that.
So we're good.
I'm totally down with that, and I'm absolutely accepting that.
Well, good. Well, it suits you well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I knew that you were an awesome musician and songwriter, and you were a really important fellow in the Verde Valley, but I had no idea until I looked on your Facebook page. You've got to go to the ChristopherRobinBand.com, and you also have to look them up on Facebook. I'm in awe of you. I'm honored. I'm just, wow, nice. I'm almost speechless. I mean, you've shared the stage with artists like Greg Allman, the Marshall Tucker Band, B.B. King, Charlie Daniels, Dickie Betts, Ziggy Marley, and Peter Frampton.
Yeah, they were fun.
I mean, wow. That's just amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about the whole career was being able to, get up close and personal and share the stage or play or record with a lot of these people that I grew up idolizing musically, and and my parents as well, and in a really wide, diverse of musicians. Ziggy Marley was
one week. Charlie Daniels was, the week before.
Right. And we can see from your music that you've taken your experiences with all these different groups and you've blended it together.
Yeah, that's kind of where I came up with, when I was living in Nashville. Since I wasn't straight ahead country and I wasn't just straight ahead rock, they're always asking me, what are you? And so finally I came up with the idea of rockgrass.
Rockgrass,
which
is awesome.
And rockgrass is, all the elements that make up, rock and roll and southern rock and blues and aspects of gospel and country, and then throw reggae and flat pick and bluegrass in there, and you got what I do.
That's a wonderful mix, and you do it so well.
Oh, thank you.
And the writing, I mean, you write obviously from personal experience. I mean, that song said a lot.
Yeah, that's for me as a writer. That was what was kind of hard for me in Nashville. Is a lot of times you'd have writing appointments and they'd stick you in a room, with another writer or two writers, and you'd have 2 to 3 hours to just come up with a song. And a lot of times it wasn't, it's 3 different people just kind of coming up with a story, Whereas for me, all my songs are basically just true stories of my travels and experiences.
Yes, which you've had a lot of, and you're no slouch. You're a very busy man. When you're not playing in this town, you're playing in another place, or you're playing at a cancer benefit or a benefit for the homeless. I think that's wonderful that you do so many benefits around the country every year.
Yeah, the charity work is one of the most important things for me, for music. I think there's a big responsibility having a soapbox, and and when you can get people's attention, I think that needs to be utilized, and that'll be when I leave this world. At least I'll have contributed, not just music, but done what I've been able, that I would love to do and would do in my bedroom alone, and get to help people is the most gratifying.
That's great.
So.
Well, you've got our attention here in the Verde Valley. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been a great 2 years here.
I know, and I want to congratulate you. You're coming up on your 1-year anniversary at the main stage in Cottonwood, which is your baby.
Yeah, Becca Riffle, my girlfriend, and I, and Josh Bartosh, who's our bar manager. Yeah, it's been a thing of love and hard work.
I really appreciate you being here because you have upped the ante of the music scene for the Verde Valley so much in the past year. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, my pleasure.
It really is an honor to have you. I appreciate you.
And I got to mention Brendan Decker too, because who you're going to have on the show at some point.
Yes,
because he does all our booking, and without him we wouldn't have had now over 160 bands from all over the country, Spain, New Zealand, Canada.
Whew.
So.
Well, check him out, thechristopherrobinband.com. Also, check him out on Facebook or at the main stage here in Cottonwood. So you're going to play us another song?
Sure thing.
Awesome. And we'll see you on the next show of the Verde Valley Experience. What's this one going to be called?
I'll do this one. It's this was for my ex-wife. She was always upset that I never wrote a song for her. So.
Oh.
So after
this is going to be good.
So after she left, I did.
All right.
It's called Your Song.
I never wrote that song for you. I guess you already know that it's breaking my heart in two to say these things after you go. How could I not have shown you or ever made you see what your love has done to this man of the sea? They say only rivers run forever, and only mountains can endure. Whoever wrote these words never loved you before, has never loved you before. You've always given me the light of faith to follow, installed that belief in me of better days tomorrow. No, oh, tomorrow, where have you gone? So far away from here. And how can I sing my song for you if my words you refuse to hear? Say only rivers run forever, and only mountains can endure. Whoever wrote these words has never loved you before. Say only rivers run forever, and only mountains can endure. You know, whoever wrote these words has never loved you before, has never loved you before. I wrote that song for